You said, ow! And I said, what? And you said, you haven't got a brain. And I said, what are you talking about? Look at this. And who's the joke on now? Well, it ain't on me. Do you know why? Got the Brane X. How did you do that, Al? It's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. Do you know, in the UK, as far as I know, you've got to get it posted here with postage, with shipping, 500 quid. In the US, $500. I never quite understand why it's exactly the same in pounds or dollars, but hey, that is with shipping, so yeah, fair enough. So Al, you bought it. I ain't got 500 quid in my back pocket, have I? I know, a lot of you think 20 views on YouTube gives you 2 million quid. Breaking news, it doesn't, okay? So I think maybe about a year ago, when what appeared to be hype first came out, the Brane X, brand new technology, defying the laws of physics, Hoffmans iron law, all that. That's what's been in the headlines. I thought, well, it ain't Soundcore, maybe it's true. I said, can I get a speaker? They said, well, we don't ship to the UK at the moment. And then it kind of, well, do you ship yet? Yes, we'll be shipping very soon. We'll send you one. As soon as we've got one, we'll send. I thought it was never going to happen. And then, dum. It happens. They've sent it to me. I didn't pay for it. Well, then it's just going to be a paid review. No. They've given me, they didn't even ask me what you're going to do, when you're going to do it. This is what we need. They literally, I said, is it possible to get it for review? And they said, yes. And then they sent it, okay? So I'm not going to go over all the comments I normally get, but you can take it or leave it. They did send it to me for free. They've asked 0 requirements. I'm going to do my normal testing, give an honest review. A lot of you still argue about is it honest or not. I've got over it now. It's always going to be there. The trolls are going to come. But this is about a super exciting Brane X. And notice something. It's an unboxing. Oh, I know you're expecting to hear sound clips. I figured, I ain't done this for a long time. I've got to remember how my cameras work. I'll just do the unboxing, do all the thorough testing, and then we'll do all the sound clips and all that. I have to say, having looked into it now, it definitely is more than just hype, because what they've done with the speaker is patented. Well, part of what they've done is patented. It is new tech. It is definitely what they're claiming. By the way, just to show you, this is not faked. I said that last time. I'm saying it again. It's not a faked unboxing, which we see all the time. Still got the seals over there. This will be the first time I find out what's inside the box. You didn't know it was a box until I said it was a box. What else could it have been? Yes, I know. Oh, the comments will be, and we don't need the corny jokes, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, breaking news. I've already told you I don't make 2 million quid per video. I'm just going to enjoy myself. I'm super excited about the Brane X. I'll do the unboxing. It's going to be literally a quick unboxing. And I may just talk a little bit about it, but I'm not going to play it. I'm going to get the video done, because we saw that with his big brother. I call it a separate, different, with the Stormbox Blast XL. You can't get a real opinion on it before breaking it in, before burning, whether you believe that or not, and before your ears adjusted and giving it multi-genre testing and all that. And my opinion on that one did change, and that's why I don't think it's fair. I ain't going to do it at this point. Dum. This is the first time. Now, I have to say, when I first got this, I thought, well, that's a bit plain and dull. There's not a lot going on here. I might as well do that thing where I tell you what it says. It says Brane X. Well, why do they call it Brane? Well, apparently the original design was for an electrostatic speaker. It was going to be called Brane X or something like that. So it's obviously they still clinging to the original design. Instead of calling it something to do with membrane, they've gone Brane X. So it's B-R-A-N-E because of membrane, not because of it's based on my brain, which is, a lot of you say, an X-brain. Right. I did say it was dull and black, and it was a bit underwhelming. And that's what I'm telling you now, because look at, that's lovely. Oh, singing, 80s disco colour. So I think they should have done that on the outside. Is this inside out? Because as I said, there's not a lot going on the box. Just to tell you, wireless grouping. I haven't tried it. I've not heard it. I haven't done nothing with it. But I have seen that You can have up to 8 of these. I don't know if it does surround. I saw somewhere it says it talks about surround, but you can certainly group 8 of these together. You can certainly do 2 in stereo. But as far as I can see, it's got to be in Wi-Fi. Oh, does that mean it does Wi-Fi? Yeah, it didn't do it. It's not just a Bluetooth speaker. I know I do Bluetooth speakers. Some of them are Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi if you want. So Wi-Fi, yeah. So it appears some of the features to be used in the app is geared towards Wi-Fi. I don't know. So these questions I'll put them hopefully before my review to find out. But that's disappointing. But I've only got one. Don't really matter. So wireless grouping. They're not saying Bluetooth grouping. They are saying wireless grouping. Immersive audio. Well, it's stereo. If you've only got one, it is stereo. It's got 2 tweeters, 2 woofers, and that sub. It's going to be all about the sub. We'll get onto that. 12 hours play. I'm supposed to be. I've got to go in a minute. Right, I've literally got 20 minutes, but I don't think I've got enough battery. So I don't know if this. Are we going to cut out? Well, we're still going. All right. Okay. You can see. I was going to say I'm out of practice, but it wasn't much different when I was doing the videos. Where you been for so long, Al? Just fed up with it. I got fed up with it, and there's nothing new. And yes, I got fed up with, the cheap. I'm going to say cheapos, not because they're cheap, but there's nothing new coming. Even I'm not going to name the brands. Even some of the brands that originally gave us great value, and not just talking about the one that begins with S, other ones as well, losing their way. We're not getting innovation. It's tough out there. You don't need me to tell you it's tough out there, and I think they're all feeling it. They're looking for a bit more profit margin, and I think a lot of them are cheapening out. So it's got a bit mundane, along with there was way too much negativity. I think I've got an idea how to handle it a little bit better now. What's that, Al? Well, I'm just going to take no notice, really. But groundbreaking. 12 hours playtime. I think it said at moderate volume. So that slightly meaningless, but we'll certainly get some playtime. IP57 waterproof. I've seen some actual very popular websites call it IP67. Well, it clearly isn't. It's IP57. Well, it's only one in it. Well, there's only one in it, but IP6 would be completely dustproof, and the 5 is sort of dustproof. I don't know exactly the difference between their 5 and 6, but no, it's kind of dustproof, but not fully. And the 7, of course, what is it? 1 man of water for 30 minutes. Yeah, you got that one right. It also says it's smart assistant enabled, but as far as I could see, it was only Alexa. I don't use Amazon stuff. I was going to say Apple, but I don't use Amazon. I only use Google Assistant, so I'm not sure if that's going to work. Probably not. App-based controls. Yeah, seems like a lot of the controls will be on the app, and that's going to be Wi-Fi oriented. Sticker saying Brane X, Austin, Texas. Oh, does that mean it's not made in China? It's only just occurred to me. It looks like this is made in Austin, Texas, or is that just the headquarters? Well, we'll get on. There's nothing here saying made in China. Well, that alone is groundbreaking in my world. So that was it. Really underwhelming box. And yet you open it up and you go, sunglasses. Sunglasses. I've got some sunglasses. I didn't even know I was going to need them. Oh, you're already losing the plot. That's what we do. Right. Lovely. Lovely. I can't really see much with those anyway. Right. Where were we? Yeah, on the table. Still doing the same jokes. Not even jokes to most of you. You don't even get it. But it's carton. It's an egg carton. And there she is. There she is. All lime green. Is that lime green? I think it is. Inside. Makes no sense. Right. Okay. Take it out, Al. Don't get me started on that one. She said. I got one in. She said, no, never mind. Right. We got the cable. Now, I'm not quite sure if it's going to be, if I'm going to need an adapter or if it's actually for the UK voltage. They are selling to the UK. I saw comments saying it was 120 volts. Just know, 120 volts US, but 240 volts in the UK. Why are you undoing that? I've got no idea. I've got no idea why. I'm not going to plug it in. So we've got a power cable. Yeah, it's not going to be USB-C. We already know that. And there's something else in here. It's a power adapter. No, why couldn't they do USB-C? I don't know. I was going to say, there's a lot of tech has gone into this. I don't know. I think it charges at 90 watts, but why not USB-C? I don't know. So, yeah, that's disappointing, isn't it? Look, it's all going to be about the bass. You haven't even explained to us, Al, why this is groundbreaking. Yeah. Right, I will do. But I thought, right, just do a 10-minute video. I always do that. Imagine if the unboxing is 40 minutes long. What am I going to do in the one? Well, maybe if I just give it, that's it. That was literally all. So, oh yeah, well, not really all, is it? It's got, let's get started. I got a little guide at a glance, Bluetooth, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. Yeah, so by the way, it's got 4 mics in here. What do you need 4 mics for? Well, better noise. Actually, I'm not sure because I think it said it doesn't do, it's not as a speakerphone. So it must be as a speakerphone. I don't know, this is the problem. There is a conflicting info out there on the internet. But you know me, I will work out exactly what the true specs are. Telling you how to turn it on. That's what she said, but never to me. It's got a QR code for, I don't know, probably to the manual again. So yeah, like a barrel charger. I mean, I don't get it. If you're going to put that much tech in, you see, I'm not paid to. This is not a paid sponsorship. I am super excited they sent this to me and trusted me just to give an honest review. It asked me to do nothing, but you know, honestly, I will say. Well, I'm sure there's a good reason, but I don't know. Or is it to do? So what is this? 240? What is? Oh, okay. So that is 100 to 240 volts. So it doesn't matter if in the US or the UK, you can use the power adapters. Again, I don't know why I saw a comment saying, oh, it's 120 volts in the US. Maybe that was before they were shipping to the UK and they shipped it in themselves or something like that. But that's certainly an international adapter. 240 volts, 2.5. So this charges at 50. Yeah, so charges at 15 volts, 6 amps, which is 90 watts. So it charges at a really good rate, except that you'll always have to carry that with you in a portable speaker. You know. So the big deal about this, we might as well do it. How long have I got to tell you? Damn, I've only got 2 hours. We'll never fit it in. I'm not saying that joke. I'm just checking my batteries. As I said, I didn't even charge my batteries. We're still going on my main camera, so that's all right. Okay, get organised. I ain't done this for nearly 6 months, because you've got to remember, even my last videos were recorded well before they went out. Now, what you can do, because I was going to stop there, but I will tell you about, we're just going to repeat, I'll say it now, in case you don't know why to be super excited to wait for my video, rather than going to everybody else's videos who've been doing it for months anyway. What have I said? Yeah. So, everywhere you see in the headlines, it's broken the laws of physics. Obviously, it hasn't broken the laws of physics. Hoffman's iron law, you know. You can do 3 things. You can go down the shop. No, it's you can have a small enclosure. You can have lots of bass and a highly efficient driver or speaker, whatever you want. But you can't have all 3. You can have 2 of those 3. What they are saying basically is trying to tell you that basically they've made it more efficient, but they haven't really broken the laws of physics. They've made it more efficient than we've had before. We're combining 4 D-class amps to get the 200 watts in that speaker, and it's not big. It's quite weighty, 5 kilos. It's not the heaviest thing I've ever. I think it's 5 kilos. Yeah, pretty sure it's 5 kilos. Said 10 pound. What were you saying? Oh yeah. So it's reasonably compact, but 200 watts in that. What? 200 watts. 200 watts. So it's got a lot of power. It's got efficient amps. It's got it has advanced DSP, because obviously these chips, they come in all sorts, but the stuff they're using in here is decent, proper hardware. So they've got good DSP. Obviously you can get a lot out of a speaker with decent DSP. What else are they doing now? Yeah, they have so here's the point. What's the problem with a small enclosure getting big bass? Well, it's not very efficient to do it that way. You're going to get, if you put the same driver in a smaller box, you get a bit of a push in the upper bass, but you're losing out in the deep bass. You put it in a bigger enclosure, the bass kind of smooths out, and then you get more extension. So if you try to, what they've got here, a 6 inch by 9 inch. God, this guy waffles. And I'm not arguing, I really do. I'm trying to get right. I don't rehearse, and I ain't got a script. Sue me. In fact, I think someone tried to. No, I'm only joking. I thought I might have a joke there, but it doesn't matter. So I'm so long out of it, I don't know what to do anymore. Tell us about what you were talking about. Good idea. Check battery, still going. Right. That's still going. Right. Is it? Yeah. 6 by 9 inch, oval shaped. And they're not saying racetracks. I'm not going to say very, very fast. Subwoofer. can handle only the deep bass frequencies. So basically, that's an 8-inch subwoofer, which you wouldn't get in a little enclosure like that. They claim it's 1/10 of the size of the enclosure you would need. How are they doing that out? All the tech is coming together to make this driver think it's basically in free air. So when it goes in and out, in the piston fashion of a driver or spring-like driver, normally it's compressing, decompressing the air inside there. You would stick a passive radiator on and try to make some use of that. But they've done something completely different to make it think it's in free air. They have incorporated into the voice coil itself an array of static and moving magnets that overcome so as it's going in and out, and that the air pressure is changing inside the cabinet, it's smoothing it out. So the driver itself is not having to use its own power from those 200 watts from the 4 D-class amps. It's not using that power because the magnets are doing it for it. So all that power goes to sub, and that doesn't normally happen. They also have an optical sensor. So it knows where the cone, it knows where the panel, I think they call it, it knows where the moving parts, the frame of the driver are, because you want it central. Because you need to know where is it going in, is it coming out, because it wants to center it. And that's the point. The efficiency comes from centering it and doing it without having to use the power of the amps itself. And when you first turn on the speaker, which I haven't done, why don't you do it now? I really wanted to charge it first. I'm not going to play anything. We're going to hear, because it has an air pump. What's the point of that? It's not inflatable. No, but what it's doing is pressurizing the internals, the air pressure inside, and along with that optical sensor to know where the cone is, it's getting it placed centrally. So it knows exactly where it is, and it's going to be moving. The excursion will be the most efficient it could possibly be in a small enclosure. So basically, it hasn't broken the laws of physics. What it is doing, in a very, very clever way, a patented method, they are making the driver behave as though it is in free air. In other words, there's no power loss from the actual internals, the amps itself, having to bring it back to a central position to overcome the push in and out that it would normally have to do. So it's made it more efficient, in my opinion. Am I a DIYer? No. So but what I think to myself is simply, it's just making it more efficient, which is one of the things the Hoffmans iron law talks about. We're going to hear if that thing, because I heard people say it sounds like, they think it's broken. Oh, the on button's here. So get ready to rock and roll. Ooh. And I don't think there's any charge in it. Absolutely nothing's happened. Why don't you plug it in now? I would have thought that myself, by the way. Just checking, I've got time there, I've still got battery going. Oh, come on.
Battery, 41%.
Well, that took a while to come on.
Base high.
Oh, it goes buzz, buzz, buzz.
Wi-Fi ready to configure.
Boom. Yeah. So it's that, I can see, they're saying that buzzing sound. So you will know, when you turn it on, that buzzing sound is how it works. It's the air pump pressurizing the internals to the point where the cone is centrally located, and it knows that because it's got an optical sensor. Blah, 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 blah. That was right. There's no point in plugging it in. You heard it. Is there a light saying it's on? Oh, it's flashing. Yeah, right on the front. So it's very understated, just like the box. The speaker itself is quite understated. Obviously, all the money has gone into the tech of what they're doing. Basically, you've got an 8-inch subwoofer here. Have they really? I don't know. I'm going to measure it. I've seen the measurements that are out there. Some of them are conflicting. I didn't hear what it said, but I'm super excited to try it. So that was the unboxing. That was the waffle. If you didn't know, that's what we do. And that's part of the reason I got fed up with it, because
Pairing mode.
Pairing mode. Why did you say pairing mode? Why is it in pairing mode? I thought pairing mode was only on Wi-Fi. I'm confused. Pairing mode. Why is? Oh, pairing mode, not a pair of them, Al. It's blue. You can see how long it is since I've been doing Bluetooth speakers. I've listened in the last 6 months. I think I've listened to 2 speakers: the Stormbox Blast 1, and my Hoffmans Go Play 3. So I've not been buying any. You've been telling me about JBL's coming out. It's conflicting brands. I know this is not a promotional video. This is literally to share with you something that I think we're all excited about, to find out what does it really do and how does it compare with other speakers. The Brane X, because it's genuine.
The Brane app to set up the voice assistant. Bass high.
What? It's gone red. Oh, no, that's the speaker. Telling me if the speaker's on or not. So, when I talk about 4 speakers, it's just obviously to work with your assistant, isn't it? Because I don't think it actually does phone calls. I don't know. I think
pairing mode.
Bloody hell, it does want a conversation there. I was just telling me it's in pairing mode. Well, thank you very much. Can you hear me? No. That's the back of the grill. So yeah, it's a sealed enclosure. You can't. Don't say. Oh, and if only they'd had passive radiators or a port. It replaces passive radiators and port. That's the whole point. You could kind of do that with passive radiators, but it would make nowhere as efficient as the tech promises on paper. And that's it. And I've seen people say, well, let's get it in an 18-inch sub. As I said, I'm not a DIYer, but from my understanding is, well, it is about a small enclosure. You will lose those benefits in a big enclosure simply because you're overcoming the issues anyway by having a bigger enclosure. All the tech here is overcoming the issues of having a small enclosure, as they say. It's 1/10 the size of what you would normally have for an 8-inch subwoofer. I'm not sure if that's really 1/10 the size, because I've had an 8-inch subwoofer, and that was quite small. However, this is doing lots of other lovely things as well. That was it. That's the video. I hope you, it's making sort of noises. Obviously, that's the air pump going. Apparently, you don't hear that with music. So that was, please tune in, or not, it's up to you, But I will be doing my proper, all singing, all dancing, waffling, full review video, and then we'll see if we carry on after that. But this was because I think I asked for this a year ago, and I've eventually got it.
High.
What? I didn't know what he said. I'll see if I enjoy it or not. I'm sure the trolls will come in and try and make sure I don't enjoy it. But I think I've got a plan how to deal with that now. I'm not going to tell you because then they'll know about it. But I hope to see you again very soon in the full singing and dancing review. Alan, you have to end it at some point. That's what she said. Thank you. See you again soon.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much.
What the f was
Thank you
that?
very much. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
It comes from China.
My speaker's got deep bass, balanced mids, and a bright high.
Yes, mine sounds exactly the same.